The life of a samurai was full of obligations and codes of conduct. That life would be put at the service of a feudal lord whom the samurai would have to obey and protect at all costs. In turbulent times, the samurai were crucial warriors and made a difference on the battlefields. But wars also came to an end. And after all, what purposes do warriors serve when wars are no longer fought? The low-ranking soldiers returned to their lives in the plantations and other daily jobs. But for the dismissed samurai, there were few alternatives to make a living. Many could not bear the shame of seeing their status diminished. They would rather take their own lives to maintain their dignity. Others adapted to the new times. They found a livelihood through trade or opened academies to teach the art of the sword. But for those who did not know how to engage in any other activity than combat, all that remained was a destiny full of uncertainties. The former samurais wandered around Japan looking for jobs that needed strength or an intimidating presence. They became known as Ronin or wavemen for not staying for long in the same place, dispersing like the sea waves. The Ronin maintained the custom of carrying two swords at the waist, but with less authority compared to the times when they had the title of samurai. In fact, many Ronin were despised in Japanese society. Most ordinary people did not like the samurai and unburdened themselves of their frustrations on those who had lost their nobility titles. For that reason, a Ronin could hardly get an honest job. Many, in order to survive, needed to sell their belongings, including pieces of armor and even one of the swords. Being a Ronin wasn't a lifestyle that one would opt for. In an attempt to regain the title of samurai, many Ronin began to challenge famous swordsmen, hoping to emerge victoriously. In this way, they could be famous, increasing their chances of being hired by some feudal lord. The Ronin agreed to work as paid assassins, mercenaries, and tax collectors. In some cases, they organized themselves into groups to attack government convoys, stealing money and other valuables. That was also a way to take revenge against the feudal lords. The story of the 47 Ronin is one of the most fascinating. In this story, Daimyo Asano was ordained to commit seppuku after having offended and assaulted Lord Kira Yoshinaka during a ceremony at the Shogun Palace. The 47 samurai under Asano's service were forbidden to follow their lord in death, as was customary at the time, and were relieved of their duties, becoming Ronin. Not accepting such an enormous injustice, the 47 Ronin spent 3 years in hiding and created a plan to take revenge on Lord Kira. When they finally launched the attack, the Ronin invaded Lord Kira's mansion. The guards of the mansion had no chance against the group of vengeful Ronin. After killing Lord Kira, the Ronin were able to follow their master, and they all committed seppuku, thus recovering their honor. The story of the 47 Ronin is famous all over Japan. It is seen as an example that honor is above titles and injustices.